everyone, welcome back to another episode here on Crispy Boy. I'm very excited about today's episode because we are doing another one of my favorite things. We are hopping back on the tier list maker, and I have another row of Halloween costumes that I'm very eager to show off today. We need some mood lighting. Okay, I think that's perfect. I'm actually very excited about this one. This one is Nickelodeon costumes. We try to do this every year, and it's one of my favorite traditions to do. Last time we did Disney, and the Halloween before that we did video game characters. As a heads up, apparently there aren't as many Nickelodeon characters as past years as far as costumes go. I got a lot of repeat characters here. I hope that's okay, but I'm gonna present what we have, and hopefully I won't be biased in any way here, because there's a lot of characters here that I'm incredibly biased about, but we will see. This is my tier list, and if you guys want to do this tier list this year, I'm actually putting it in the link in the description, so if you guys want to play along and do your own tier list, I will provide it. Alright, let's hop right in. I am going to grab our main boy here. This is an inflatable SpongeBob costume, and I think SpongeBob translates pretty well into an inflatable costume. You can get a lot of proportions done correctly with that. I will say his legs are thick, but I'm about it. Yeah, S, just because I'm all about that SpongeBob. Love him. Let's go ahead and jump to Helga Bataki. Yeah, it translates well. It's good. It's good. I could not find Arnold because apparently footballs are just hard to do with the heads, I guess. But Helga looks good, and yeah, she translates well, the costume. I wouldn't necessarily want to be her, so she's gonna be in B. We'll jump to Blue's Clues. I freaking adore this. This is my favorite. If I were ever to do Blue's Clues, if I had a kid, I would have that child be Blue, and then I would be Steve. So that one's S, and speaking of Steve, boom, Steve! Yep, I would 100% wear this if I ever became a dad and gave my child the blue. So, like, that's just a perfect, like, kid combo with your child. So I'm about that. That's obvious S tier for me. That works out very well together. I don't know how Blue does when it's not a child. I don't know. I think the proportions are a little weird. I say this every single year. When you like have a four-legged character and you translate them to two legs, it becomes uncanny. Listen, I'm not about this, but I'll put it, it's not the worst. It's not the worst, so I'll just put it in C. But you want to know what is the worst? I hope I'm putting the full photo on the screen now, because it on like 100%. This just something. Me and this don't really vibe together. It's just like Tommy doesn't have a whole lot besides the blue shirt and the diaper. So they had to give him the face to sell that it's Tommy. Yeah, that's not for me. I'm not about that. That's D. Paw Patrol though, I thought this worked great, especially because he's got this shirt. I thought it was really good. I think it's a little bit better than Blue, but I'm not a huge Paw Patrol fan. But for anyone that wants Paw Patrol, I think it's executed pretty perfectly. And there's multiple different ones, but I didn't want to just spam this with Paw Patrol because they all pretty much had the same feel for them, so I'm gonna drop that there. And jumping from one dog to another, a robot dog. Listen, this works. This is great. It's already a costume. This is Gur from Invader Zim. It's already a costume inside that episode. To be frank, I think this is just a hoodie. I think this is for the middle schooler in you. It's good. It's good. It's, I don't want to say it's cringe, but it's fine. It's executed well, and for Halloween, I'd be all about it. But it feels almost lazy because it is a hoodie, so I'm gonna put it in B. And then there's a onesie too, and a dress. I found all sorts of them. Listen, still good. As a onesie, it also works out. I actually think it works a little better as a onesie, so yeah. Okay, we're gonna grab another SpongeBob one because we have so much in this tier. I've like spam this thing with SpongeBob. Half of it is SpongeBob. This one's very special to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. This exact one was my very first SpongeBob costume, or my very first like Halloween costume. I wore this one like 5 years in a row, and I loved it. I loved going as SpongeBob every time. Arson, what are you doing down there? I have a dog down here. Listen. Yeah, I love this. There is a huge nostalgic factor for me. However, I don't necessarily think it holds up all that well. There's a lot of other costumes here that are a lot better, but this one is very nostalgic for me. Listen, I think it's cheap, but the nostalgia bumps it up a little, so I'm just gonna put it on C. And also because we have so much SpongeBob, I just want to put him a little lower down because we have options here. Arson, you're being way too loud. Way too loud. Do you want it's the Arson debut. Hello, this is my dog. She's so cute. Arson, you can help me with this next one. What do you think about Cat Dog, the Cat Dog costume? I think, personally speaking, this is, thank you. This is flawlessly executed. I think this is perfect. What do you think, Arson? I'm getting good vibes. I think she's sending good vibes. I'm gonna put that on S. That is the perfect Halloween costume. I'm gonna put you over here now. There you go. I mean, there's plenty of dog costumes that I found. I found this one as well, which is, it's SpongeBob dog costume. I really don't like it. It's not as well executed, but the dog in this is really cute, so boom. It's a D, it's a D. While we're on pet costumes, one that I was really surprised of, this one's amazing. This one is a guinea pig costume, and there were a lot of guinea pig costumes. There were very, like a huge chunk. This one was amazing. This one really made me happy. This is Gary. On a guinea pig, and I'm just gonna say it, that is obvious S tier for me. I don't care who you are, Gary on top of a guinea pig is freaking adorable. Yeah, that's awesome. There were many guinea pig ones. There was a Sonic the Hedgehog one. I highly encourage you guys look at that, but yeah, I was about that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a random one here. Rocko's Modern Life. I really wish I would have done a little more with this, but I'm glad that there was a Rocko's Modern Life shirt available. But again, it's just his shirt, but I wish I could have seen a little more Rocko's Modern Life representation, but this is what I was able to find. I was very happy with it. I love Rocko, but yes, more effort, please. Even if I could just get some wallaby ears or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna put it with, I don't know, B feels alright. I don't want to put it with C, but yeah, that feels good. Unfortunately, I think a lot of these are gonna be higher. I hope not. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab this one. This is Chucky from Rugrats, and this is flawlessly executed. I think this works really well. You obviously know what the character is. I love the costume. This is something I would wear. It is A. Not as good as the top tier, but it's still pretty decent. Alright, continuing on, let's go ahead and grab one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We'll actually just go through all of them real fast. This one cracks me up. I mean, in the face representation, it's okay. You know, I like, whatever. I know you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but I wish there should have been a little more done with the face. But I mean, it works, but I'm not vibing with it. I'm just gonna give it a C. And then this, I feel like, is a little more like nicely executed. It's good. It's not something that I want to wear, but I'm also trying to consider, like, as far as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles go, this one is probably one of the best. Yeah, I feel comfortable just putting it right there. And then I was just about to give up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, and I found this at like the last second, which is just a face. So if you were to mix this with the C down there, I think it would go very well, but I'm really vibing with this this face mask. Unfortunately, it's just the mask, but if you combined it with one of these other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones, I think it would vibe very well. And the last in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles representation, yeah, this one's good. And by that, I mean, it's not good. I get what you are, but it's just like, it's just a skin tight suit, which works, right? It's fine, but The proportions are so weird. No, I gotta be true to myself. This one's D for me. I'd probably not wear this. Go ahead and jump to another SpongeBob one. Again, we have a lot of SpongeBob ones. This one's also an inflatable suit. Like, this is great, this is good. I do like the other one more. I don't know what it is about this one that I'm just a little iffy on. I wish I could see the hands, because I remember the hands with some of these being a little iffy. But I do like the top one more. I don't know, I think this one's, ooh, this one might be a B. No, an A. Yeah, an A for me, an A. And we'll go ahead and jump to one of the Patrick ones. We do have a handful here. And this one, I hope I put the photo on the screen, but his hands and feet are just like, they're just like out of the inflatable. I like this one. But it's the hands, they're very hard to execute, I suppose. Yeah, and there's a lot. I have like 3 Patrick ones, but out of the 3, this one's gotta be my favorite. But even then, like, the hands really just, like, if they didn't have that, I think this would be a lot higher for me. But I think I'm gonna have to set it as a B. And then we also have this one, which is from the movie, the Sponge Out of Water movie, which it's the second movie. I wasn't a big fan of translating them to superheroes. Arson, what are you doing down there? Sorry, she's gotta be here. I can't leave her unsupervised. Listen, this is fine. I prefer the standard Patrick though, so it's a C for me. Let's jump to one of my favorite Nickelodeons, but besides SpongeBob, Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite shows. And this one is Legend of Korra. I adore this costume. If I were a girl and I were given this costume, I would be freaking ecstatic. I would. This makes me feel like the Avatar. Avatar Korra is what this one is, and it just looks so freaking badass. Then I get, like, a lot of it's like skin tight, like it's cheap. It's not the actual stuff, but it looks convincing enough for me to feel like I am the Avatar. So this one's up there for me. I'm really vibing with this one. And then there was oh my god, there was Sokka as well. I love this one. Like, the logo's missing, but this one, it's so good. It didn't come with the boomerang though. I wanted the boomerang, there was no boomerang, and because there's no boomerang, it's an A, but it's so good. Like, if I wore this, I'm like, yeah, I'm freaking Sokka, you know? And so I love that the girls have a great representation of the Avatar. And then I looked at Aang and I was like, oh boy. I think it's the face mask that really, like, obviously you want the arrow, and it'd be hard to just give a child an arrow without asking them to go bald. Listen, it's good. The face mask just really kind of bumps it down for me a bit. Yeah, not significantly, but it's an A. And then we have frickin' Zuko. It doesn't have the scar, which is fine. I did find a few with the scar, but I think it looks really good without it. And I think you can really just kind of paint the scar on you anyways. I really like Zuko. I think this costume looks really good. This one's an S for me. This one's obvious S. One that let's go ahead and jump back to another SpongeBob one. I want to mix these in intermittently, and this is the one that I have. So I pull this out every once in a while for a goof in my videos, and I really think this one's well put together. I'm really about this one. I like this. If it's not inflatable, this one's good for me. There's a lot of detail there. A lot more than, you know, my childhood one on C. This one rocks. I'm putting that in S tier. Let's actually jump to one of my favorites. This one's Double Dare. And this one, I was so surprised when I saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, that works. That rocks. Yeah, just like everything about this just like, oh yeah, obviously you're a Double Dare contestant. And I would love this, and I think the captain would love this too. This one's S tier. I also have another one. I don't know why I have so much Double Dare ones. I added this one too. The helmet is not nearly as good as the other one. So if between these two, I picked that one, and I would put this one down there. Okay, we got Shredder. This feels awesome. The arms are not, it's not actually your arms, it's just a skin-colored muscles or whatever. I don't know why they went that route. Like, I really like the mask of this one. It really rocks. I like the cape. I love it. A lot of things about it, but the arms do kind of take it down a tier for me, so I'm gonna put that on A. It's still good. Smurfs, I forget that, like, the Smurfs is technically a Nickelodeon property, and no, I don't like it. And then there's Papa Smurf as well, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. All right, we got Stimpy here. This one rocks. I really like this one. It's an air suit. You can't go wrong with it. The dimensions are perfect. I love this one. It really rocks. This one's S. I don't want to keep putting things in S, but there's a lot of good ones here that I really vibe with. Here's one. This one's Garfield, and they gave the Garfield the fat too. See. Reptar, it's a really smart costume. This one's just a hoodie. It feels very lazy. That's D. But this one, obvious S tier. This is Reptar, a dinosaur, just inflatable. Listen, we already have the normal inflatable dinosaur, like, Halloween costume. Putting Reptar in front of it, it works. It works. It honestly, like, it's smart, it's genius, I'm all about it. Yeah, Reptar, obvious S tier, obvious. Here's another Avatar one. I got Appa. I was so surprised and elated to see Appa had a costume. Look, it looks fuzzy, it looks fun. It's really weird. I went ahead and got the back of it as well. Yeah, listen, this is a fun one. I like it. I'm vibing. But it's like, I don't know. I think I'd rather prefer to be one of the avatars, so that one's a B for me. This is a good Garfield. This is inflatable Garfield. It's good. I like it. I don't think I like it as much as Stimpy up there, but it's good. This one's A. Mermaid Man is an obvious S tier. I would love to be Mermaid Man, and I'm really vibing with the whole costume, along with Barnacle Boy. Barnacle Boy is also an option. Look, both of these they just work. I see them at Spirit of Halloween all the time, and I keep meaning to at least pick one up so I can be one of them. It's clever. I like it. It's really good. I'm vibing. Heck yeah. While we're on the subject of SpongeBob, this one's also really good. I'm really surprised how well they executed this. I'm really vibing with this one specifically. It's Sandy's little, like, spacesuit that she wears, and yeah, I really like this one. I hate to put it in S tier because there's so much in S tier, but this one just really rocks. It really rocks. Here we have Danny Phantom. Listen, Danny Phantom's, like, costume's already skin tight. That it had all the elements of getting it done correctly. And then we jump to the hair, and I just don't know how I feel about it. I love everything about this costume besides the hair, and I think the hair just kind of bumps it down just a bit. To A. Here we have another Patrick one. This one's official. I guess, like, Patrick's just very hard to do. I don't know. Like, I get it's Patrick, but I don't know. I just want a little more effort. It's a cute costume. It's cute, but it's not like, yeah, it's not my vibe. Let's go on to D. This is Blankton. This is great. I love this kid's really selling it for me. I'd like anything, like a shirt or something to help sell it, but I mean, the headpiece, it's good. But if it had a shirt, it would be great. So it's B. That kid's really selling it for me, though. I'm really vibing with that. Angelica. This one's another Rugrats one, and yeah, it works. It works. The hairpiece, it's weird, but it works. I get it. I get what they're going for. I don't want to be Angelica. I don't know, C. This one's Plankton from, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. this one, like, look, it's so, I don't know, like, the face mask, it's so weird. I don't know. C. Let's move on to another SpongeBob one. We got a few more. This one is just human-sized SpongeBob. This reminds me of Stanley, his cousin. Like, as far as SpongeBob with human proportions go, this one is probably the most accurate, but SpongeBob with human proportions is very weird, but I can't say it's bad. Yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, it's a C for me. We got Jimmy Neutron. The hairpiece for this one. I get it. Jimmy Neutron's, his hairpiece is like half of his character, but it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, it works, right? This is a great representation of Jimmy, but I don't know, like, it reaches uncanny valley for me. But I mean, like, I can't see Jimmy Neutron without the hairpiece, so it's a B. I want it to be S because I love Jimmy, but it's a B. The hairpiece is just a little weird. This is a great representation of Tommy. Tommy, I know we got the Tommy on D down there, but this one worked out a little bit more. They like continued to make him bald, which was great. They gave him the 3 like spiky hairs. He has his screwdriver. He's got the blue shirt. He's got the diaper. This is obviously Tommy. This worked really well. Yeah, flawless, perfect in every single way. Man in a diaper is A. This is April O'Neil. This one works. This is good. Perfect. We have All Real Monsters here. I feel like this one is really well executed. Not as big of a fan as the head in the middle. And also, I realize that those eyes are his hands, so, like, it's gotta be hard to hold stuff. I don't, as far as, like, mobility and, being able to do your day-to-day tasks inside this costume, I don't think it will work as well, but I like the idea of it. That's why it's gonna be a C. We got another Jimmy Neutron here. And the only reason why I'm showing this one off is it's an official Nickelodeon Halloween costume. A bunch of these are, but this one struck me weird because if I saw this, I'm like, are you Jimmy Neutron? The lab coat. It's a weird idea. I don't remember Jimmy ever having this red lab coat. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but it was official. I thought it was weird. I don't know. It's a D. This one took me some hunting too. I had to go way deep into the old internets to find some of these old ones. Okay, let's find another SpongeBob one. This is another inflatable one from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It works. It's good. I'm not a big fan of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I don't like it as much. This one, I don't know. I'd rather wear every single other SpongeBob costume on this list besides this one, so it's down there. But a 180 on that is the Squidward costume that I have here. I love it so much. I wish I had a different Squidward costume to show off, but this was like the only one I could find. But I like it. I love where his eyes are located. I love like just seeing a peek of the actual human under the costume. It cracks me up. Listen, it's not good, but I mean, it's Squidward. I love Squidward. I'm glad that we have some Squidward representation on here. And the only reason why this one is so far up the list is because there's no other Squidward costume I could find, so this one's a B. And last on our list, we have Legend of the Hidden Temple. I found a bunch of these shirts online, and I thought it's a very clever idea. Along with Double Dare, this one, I've always wanted to be a contestant on Legend of the Hidden Temple. It is just a shirt, so I'm putting it on B, but it's a great idea, and all the different shirts are online too if you look hard enough. So yep, that is my tier list this year. I really like the theme that we went with. I'm glad we can do Nickelodeon. There wasn't nearly as much, and I had to stray away from Amazon to get some of these other ones. I did want to try to get a lot of the classic Nickelodeon ones as I could, and just some of these like Jimmy Neutron, All Real Monsters, Ren and Stimpy, they all just weren't on Amazon for some reason. But I really like a lot of the selections. I'm a big fan of Nickelodeon, and the idea of being some of these characters just really vibed with me. I'm about it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to do this tier list, I highly suggest it. I'll put a link in the description. Let me know if there's something that you would change up. But yeah, thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next one next year. Goodbye!